More story cinematics incoming. Fjordur transfers open. And more mods become sponsored. You're right, kids, it's Raasclark, and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. So, the Community Crunch dropped last night, recapping everything that happened over last weekend, all of which we've of course already covered, such as the huge, scary HLNA, you being able to play Nintendo Switch at the event. Lucky you if you did. If you did, get in touch, I want to know about it. The brand new Nintendo Switch update, which is now dated for October the 25th, and all of the maps and when they're releasing. The Tyrannosaurus, still no release date on actually when this is dropping, but it's great to see a new image and what its abilities might look like. An interview with Joshua Hines, and of course the big dev stream that happened where they revealed a lot of stuff regarding new updates to the ARK that you know, and some little snippets about ARK 2 and more so their music, all of which we've already covered. But there's something in the text here I completely missed, and it was said, I think, during the live stream. But before we get to that, I just want to mention that ARKbox servers have just been wiped if you want to get involved. A 30-day high boosted PvP experience if you want all the fun you can. Get in now quick before people start building up. Beginner servers have also been wiped clean. If you fancy the journey unofficial and want to get at least a easier start, you can go and join those servers, get built up to a certain level before taking on the big boys unofficial. And yes, transfers unofficial are finally open for Fjordur. so if you're on those servers, get ready. The tech players are coming in force because they're going to be transferring everything over, and it'll be interesting to see how that changes the dynamic or the love for the map, seeing that yes, Fjordur is a bit less tech demanding, but now you're going to see Astro Delphuses over there. How do you feel about that? Are you looking forward to seeing Striders on the map so you can harvest even more at a greater rate? Comment below, let me know. As well, of course, as another Evo event, lucky you, 3 times rates across the board until the 12th of September with 53 freaking colours for you to tame colourful creatures. So back to the dev live stream. We covered all of this in depth in previous videos, so I don't want to go into too much detail regarding this. But during the stream, Ced revealed that all of the dossiers notes are going to be re-recorded by the voice actors as you open them. So as you open them, you get to hear the actors narrate every note for you, involving you a bit more deeper into the storyline. Now, I thought it was going to be all notes and all actors because it seemed to allude as much, and I'll leave this and the other note that was revealed during that stream at the end of this video so you can hear them for yourselves. But it was cleared up. You're only going to see the notes from Helena and Rockwell, recorded by Maddie Madden and David Tennant, but it does say all notes. So does this mean Aberration included and beyond? I can't remember how many are recorded via Helena after Extinction because, you know, things happen. I'm not a bona fide lore lord to tell you that, but I know for certain we do get more Rockwell notes as we get towards Gen 2. Again, I'm not going to spoil that story there for you. And it's great to hear and very surprising. So late into ARK's life cycle, we're going to get to revisit this storyline and perhaps have a bit more incentive listening to the wondrous voice of those wondrous actors. And something else was also revealed, a brand new storyline intro cinematic to the island when you boot up the game. Again, this and everything else I believe is going to be dropped with the Nintendo Switch port on October the 25th, meaning all of this should be ported over to all other platforms around the same time. But dev said something else. That not only are you getting an intro cinematic to just the island, no, you are going to get new story cutscenes to conclude each ARK map, meaning we are going to see a brand new cutscene for each ARK map. That's how I'm reading it, but it does say the word conclude, not introduce. And well, every other map apart from Scorched Earth, where yes, we're getting a brand new ending to that one, already has an ending, an Ascension ending trailer, cinematic outro. So if they're saying a brand new cinematic for each map, Surely that must mean an introduction to each map. And I guess the word conclude could be used in an introductory term, and combined with this intro and the intro you get for Gen 2, it would make sense. Let's flesh out the other story maps with a little bit of an intro. I guess Gen 1 kind of has one, but that's how it reads to me. Do you agree, or am I throwing this completely out of context? But the words do say new story cutscenes to conclude each ARK map. And I'm sure it was mentioned, that intro we saw to the island, the brand new intro, there's more to come. I guess we're going to have to watch this space, see if I'm wrong, see if I'm just completely throwing this out of context or not. So we've got brand new sponsored mods, the program that Wildcard use to essentially sponsor mods out there in the wild, funding them to help them achieve greatness, and with the potential of them possibly coming to the official offering, though I wouldn't hold your breath with anything looking ahead now. But you know, just to support those modders, and it's a very awesome, cool, supportive program that I love to see from Wildcard, and I hope this continues forever and a day until they don't exist anymore, I guess. And today we've got two new mods. We've got one, a map, the Sunken World, which we covered briefly in our top 10 mod maps video last year, where we got to delve into the deep, being a very obviously sea-based map with a brand new roster of sea variant creatures. It was cool to see. It's definitely a new offering, a new take on ARK, and people want this. People want to see a sea-based map where there could be a sea-based boss battle at the end of it. And whilst it felt quite early in development last year, it certainly seems to have taken a step, a ramp up since then. I'm gonna have to jump in, take a dive, as it were, and see how much this has changed since last year. If you want to play this, download it yourself. I'll leave a link in the comments in the description. Go check it out. And the next mod is Paleo Arc, a great awesome mod that we got to play about with a few months ago, combined with another mod introducing new Paleo Dinosaurs, pioneered by the very awesome Up From The Depths, who we've had on this channel a few times. I think, no, not one time to interview a long time ago. And though I barely scratched the surface in that gameplay, all of these creatures are wonderfully detailed and really thought out well by people who are passionate about paleo history, trying to integrate more of the old school dinosaurs we've long forgotten in the world of ARK, as we've moved more into a fantasy based setting, pulling it back and seeing these great new depictions. Again, I'll have a link to this in the description. Please do go check this out, you won't regret it. And that's it for your news to today. I'll leave you with a wonderfully created artwork image here, made by Bo3Do3 for Nakatas for Fjordur. I thought this was going to be for Svartalfheim. No, I was wrong. It's for Fjordur, and it is really very cool. Almost key art worthy that Wildcard should consider maybe having this on the main menu screen. Why don't you? But on top of that, Bodo, not Bo3Do3, has some just as cool pieces out there in the wild you need to check out. So I'll leave a link to Bodo in the description. And until next time, my name's Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, peace out.
Arguably the deadliest creature on the island, Tyrannosaurus Dominum is a killing machine. Active mostly when hunting for food or defending its nest, a good plan is to avoid every Tyrannosaurus. It is pure power, from its stomp to its tail. It is not able to intimidate every foe with its roar, but upon hearing it, it might scare the poop out of you. Quite literally. Despite being a different subspecies of Tyrannosaurus, everyone I've met still refers to them as a Rex or a T-Rex. I've long since stopped trying to convince anyone, especially the few who I've encountered wearing Tyrannosaurus teeth as necklaces. Taming a Tyrannosaurus is without a doubt the goal for any warlord or warring tribe. Tyrannosaurus is a fierce battle companion. There is a reason Tyrannosaurus is considered the king of dinosaurs, or in this genus, the lord. Any tribe that manages to tame one has almost nothing to fear.
In all my life, I have never seen so magnificent a sight. Mr. Nerva may be bemoaning the loss of his men, but I would sacrifice them 1,000 times over to witness such majesty. I have never seen a night sky so beautiful. Somehow, this place looks down upon the world from on high, as though it stands upon the peak of Olympus itself. And my word, the exquisite metal this place is made out of, not to mention that bizarre creature. It reminds me of the material that lines the obelisks, yet somehow more alive. The very walls of this place seem to hum with power and possibility. I must find more information on this material. Perhaps one of these consoles will have something I could use. I'm not familiar with the technology, but I'm sure a scientist of my caliber could get something out of them with a little educated fiddling.